So we're down here at the lower reaches of the Wainak with Peter. He's a keen fisherman. So how long have you been fishing here?
Well, I caught my first salmon on the Wainak when I was 11, so that's a few years ago now, and I've been trout fishing about the same length of time too, so yeah, probably well in excess of 40 years. Got him this time. Just hold on to it, yeah, but just keep the pressure on it a wee bit, so just keep the bend in the rod. We'll let it off a bit, let it run out a bit, hopefully you can play it in a bit.
Oh, get away.
That's a nice sea run trout. You can see that it's meant to imitate that smelt, and in this time of the year in the rivers in Canterbury, the smelt run in from the sea and they just come in thousands and thousands of them, so the trout just sit behind a light feed spot where the current brings the smelt to the bank.
So is it always that easy and under a minute?
Well, if they're there, you know, if there's a trout there in that spot and the water's that colour and the smelt are running and you're using something like that, you pretty much know if they're there first cast. Well, you can fish in all sorts of conditions. You can fish when the water's like it is today, when it's a bit cloudy, a bit murky after a flood, or you can fish when it's really clear. You need to have different variability of flow in the river. Like you need to have floods come through the river, they bring the fish into the river, and then as the floods recede, then the fish are in the river and they're there and they're easier to catch. But if it was always the same flow all the time, you wouldn't have that variety of fishing, and it wouldn't be good for the fish, because the fish are trying to migrate up the river, so they need those extra flushes and flows going through to help them get up the river to where they want to get to.
So have you seen any decline in the fish numbers over the years?
Yeah, the fishery's under stress, there's no doubt about that. There's demands to take water out of the rivers, and of course you can't catch fish in a river that hasn't got enough water in it. And also the quality of the water is a big issue, because there's a lot of nutrient runoffs and things like that have made an impact on the fish in the river. Yeah.
So what things do you do to maintain or protect the river?
Well, mainly we listen to what the anglers have to say and try and find out what their views are on things, and we try and provide advice to people who have to make decisions about water.